Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it in everyone that you can. Just get out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. The Portland Trailblazers won a high-scoring affair versus the Washington Wizards last night, and Shaedon Sharpe had a career-high 36 points and possibly the dunk of the year. So let's get into the film. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And Shaedon Sharpe again had 36 points in this game, and he is just such a dynamic scorer. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA, and I think that once he becomes more efficient and he just picks his spots better as he gets older, this will be a really dynamic scorer, and he can be one of the top 20 scorer in this league. He's coming off the bench now. Deni Avdija got hurt a couple times in this game, so he saw some extended time, and he started the second half, and he just kept it going throughout the whole game. So here on this play, the Blazers start him off with some Chicago action. Chicago action is a dribble handoff in which somebody receives a pin down, then receives a dribble handoff. So it's a pin down into a dribble handoff. So of course you got too many cameras. He's gonna set the pin down right there, and then Shaedon Sharpe is going to come get the dribble handoff. It's just so the handoff receiver can get away from this defender right here. His on-ball defender is going to be lagging behind, so that will force somebody else to step up, preferably the center, so you can get the switch on the center. Or if he does not step up and he just lets his guy trail all the way, then Shaedon Sharpe is going to get an open three just like he does on his first possession. And this time you see how the previous play affects the defense. You see how he got an open three. This time he got two people going out to him because they were a little late. He pump fakes like he's going to shoot the ball. Sharpe also had a couple of assists in this game. I like some of the reads that he made. 35% of his plays are as a pick and roll handler. It's majority of the times for him to get downhill, for him to get into that mid-range area where he shoots 45% from the field at. If he can become a better playmaker and become a better passer, right, this can really open up his game. A nice pass here to Jabari Walker after getting two guys to jump at him and finish. And honestly, I just like the amount of poise that he played with here in transition, giving the ball up early just so he can get it back. He is the best. Is he a better scorer than Anthony? I don't know, but he is one of the best scorers on his team for sure, right? Probably not on the court, but he is one of the best scorers on his team. So the basketball is going to find Shaedon Sharpe. So giving it up early, not being selfish with it, getting it back so we can get an open three. And of course, earlier I said that 35% of his possessions are spent as a pick and roll handler. The second most possessions that he spent as is just straight in isolation. Again, he's a guy that wants to score the basketball. The Blazers know that he can score the basketball. And with the shot clock going down, he is a really devastating driver when he has it going. Here on Keyshawn George, who is a good young defender, gets the and one. And this is what we've all been waiting for here, man. Shaedon Sharpe, I'll speak about him on the defensive end first. Like, he has all the tools to be a good defender. Now, I don't think his defensive instincts are necessarily natural. I don't think he can be a super duper defender, but his athleticism can, like his lateral quickness, his athleticism, and his size. He's 6'6", right? He can become stronger too, especially like blocking shots, like as a help defender. His athleticism should cause him to be just an effective help defender at the very minimum. If Shaedon Sharpe can really like get the 1-2 down on the defensive side of the ball, and he can really guard, he has some nice possessions in his game on the ball, just using his athleticism, he can really be a solid two-way player. But I live in DC. I was thinking about going to this game, and Shaedon Sharpe was a big reason for that. Being one of my favorite players, also having Robert Williams on the team. But man, this shit right here. And then you know something cold when you look at the opposing bench. That's how you know something is cold. And listen, we ain't doing nothing. Listen, I got my flashlight. Hold on. Listen, man, I'm gonna dissect this player by player. So who first? Koulibaly, he just put his head down. I ain't gonna lie, he just put his head down. You see Chris Middleton, he a veteran, so I don't know if Chris Middleton gonna show something because he a vet. And he ain't really show none. I think Sadiq, come on, Sadiq, you can't do that, man. That's your teammate, brother. You can't do that, Sadiq Bey. But nah, this is just amazing stuff by Shaedon Sharpe. And he has a couple of dunks like this. Like, he is truly one of the most athletic guys in the league. And I can't wait for him to get into a dunk contest. Like, now the dunk contest is a lot about creativity, but if you can jump this high, man, come on, dude. And this is why I would like him to become a better playmaker. And it's not because I want to turn Shaedon Sharpe into a passer. Like, he's a scorer. This is a guy that wants to score the ball, and he needs to score the ball for his team to be successful. But when he has games where he's scoring and he has games where he's hot shooting the ball, teams are going to do this to him, right? Teams are going to show, they're going to haze, they're going to do stuff like that. So he needs to be able to make the next read to just make him become a better all-around player. And he does a nice job threading the needle there to Jabari Walker for another finish. And another part of his game that I really like is his pace, right? He is not a guy that goes 100 miles per hour. He is a guy that uses pace. He uses change of pace. Right there, you see the burst of speed right here. There are plays where he stops and starts on. He stops on a dime and he starts and he accelerates so fast. Here, right here against Tristan Vukovic, gets the layup. And this is a perfect example of the change of pace, the start, the first step. So you see he's in the pick and roll, right? He's going to set Keyshawn George up with that hang dribble, then he's going to cross. Great screen and angle by Klingon, right? So this is the first step I'm talking about, right? You see he stops in the mid-range area. He knows that Keyshawn George is lagging behind, so he has some time to process this. He stops, makes Rashawn Holmes stops, and then the acceleration right there with a quick first step, and he explodes to the rim. Like the patience that he plays with as a scorer mixed with the explosion that he has when he gets to the rim. He just takes time to really process things. So here again in the pick and roll with Jabari Walker, watch how he just stops. He just stops. He just stops to analyze. The jab, he just stops, gathers his thoughts, allows the screen. This is a big part of pick and roll offense, right? A lot of times, not a lot of times, but there are like half of possessions that are called illegal screens. It's on the guy that the person is screening for, because they don't allow the screen to set up. They don't allow them to get their feet set, or they're either moving too fast or things like that. This is a really good trait to have, especially with your teammates. You're not getting their fouls. He literally just stops for a second, allows the screen to set up, reads the defense, just slow playing. And that little hesitation right there made Vucevic feel comfortable with coming back to Jabari Walker just for a second. That's all the space that he needs to explode to the rim for another finish. And towards the game, he was really feeling himself. Here gets a switch against Corey Kispert, the step back three. But that is the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it in everyone that you can. Just view out there a little bit more, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.